The crowd is assembled at the American Airlines Center looking for a Mavericks win here in downtown Dallas. Last game for the Nets, they picked up a W against the Spurs in San Antonio. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter, setting the floor for the Nets. Hardaway, he's in at point guard. Thomas Robinson is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then it's Bargnani, and it's Bogdanovic in at the 2.
Oh, nice double pump finish there, strictly for the fans.
The Nets have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Hardaway finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Hardaway has got his first points in this one. Well, we all know that Freak changed sides recently, but it's a challenge he's up to and wanted. It can be intimidating, Clark, to join a new team, but I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, he knows there are going to be some rough spots and a bit of a learning curve. But eventually things smooth out, and Freak knows how to fit in with the team, and this roster definitely looks stronger with him on it.
And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Nets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another thing they've done well, guys, this first half is challenge shooters and change shots. A bunch of block shots early.
The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he sinks the second. 1:35 left in the first quarter. Pass to Robinson. Back to Hardaway. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The Mavericks shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
A chance now to go to Dorisburg, who had a chance to talk with Rick Carlisle.
He said the player he'll be watching closely in this matchup is Thomas Robinson. He added, "You have to respect the energy he brings to the game. That'll be the challenge for our bigs, is matching that energy and physicality." Guys, Robinson a guy with a growing skill set, but it's still that athleticism and hustle that's really his calling card. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Dishes it to Barea from the arc. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. He doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Hardaway from outside. There's the bucket. Good. Hardaway has got 7 points.
And how about that, responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. The Mavericks shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And good on the second, so he makes them both. With 4 seconds on the clock, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
First trip to the line for him here.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead, up by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And Dirk Nowitzki still remembers the Mavs 2011 championship. He said he'd love to get...
I mean, that 11th season I'll never forget, but once you tasted the victory, you see how great that felt and, how happy the city was, and it was just one big party over the whole summer, so you want that again. You want to experience it again.
Once definitely not enough for Dirk. He's been to the mountaintop and he wants more. Another trip there would be terrific for him. He's been to the finals twice.
Yeah, and you heard him. It was like the whole city was having one big party all summer long because they were there. How could you not want to have that experience once again?
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Hardaway, he's in at the point. Brook Lopez is out there with Young. Then it's Rasul Butler, and it's Johnson in at the 3. Harris kicks to Williams. Nowitzki a screen. Passes to Matthews. On the wing, Harris. Good on the three-point shot. Harris has got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
Hardaway passes to Lopez. Johnson dishes to Hardaway. Good, and it's Johnson with the assist that time. Hardaway has got the lead up to 5 now for Brooklyn.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
Butler against Williams. Can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
Not exactly a game that everyone will be talking about here, but both of these teams can show flashes at times.
Yeah, that's right, Greg. Last season they split the series, and they may not be in the playoff conversation, but this still, for me, is an intriguing matchup.
Jarrett Jack has checked in for Brooklyn. It's Williams with the drive, and he finishes nicely on the way.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
Nets leading by 3. To the right side. And Jack kicks to Hardaway. He feeds it to Lopez. And the rejection by Sanders. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket by Johnson. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Spurs got down to business. He had 23 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall for him. Really efficient night from the field. It was the kind of game that coaches love because he was a big factor in every play, it seemed.
Appreciate it, Doris. Thanks. Well, we've seen a lot of great players have a lot of great games, but that was something special.
And I love that no matter what approach they tried against him, nothing worked. I mean, he was ready for everything.
It makes you wonder what kind of defense they'll throw at him tonight. I mean, however they choose to play him, it's still going to take a special effort to keep him under control.
Mavericks making a switch here. Boreas checked in. Outside Matthews. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. No good. Johnson with the defensive effort. Nets leading by 6. Lopez, no luck.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Williams with the ball. Now guarded by Hardaway. And Williams, here we go. Soft touch off the glass. Williams has got 4 points this quarter.
Of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about it.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Chance here now to see how the Nets ranked in the NBA last season. 9th in free throw percentage. For that lack of shooting with better defense.
And you look at their free throw percentage, not to be overlooked. I mean, this was a team, I thought, that did a really good job of taking advantage of their opportunity.
Kicks it to Bargnani. Out to the wing. Outside Jack. Back to Hardaway. He dishes it to Bargnani. Lets it go from 11, and the jumper is good. Bargnani's got the lead up to 6 now for the Nets.
That's exactly what they wanted to do. I mean, you'd like to see that every time down the floor.
Humphries with the bucket.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Now here's Parsons. Not a lot of room. A nice shot by Barea. 1:33 left to play in the first half. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The dish to Bargnani. Over to the left wing. Hardaway against Anderson. Hardaway passes to Bargnani. The Nets working the ball around now. And Jarrett Jack, the bucket on the assist from Hardaway. Jack's got 5 now.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Let's look at some numbers.
I don't want us taking shots with hands in our faces. Move the ball. Move the ball. Spread their defense and get our shooters some clean looks.
And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
And guys, they're finally getting the consistency they wanted to see from him. Look for that to continue.
The Nets making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. Hardaway with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot 2.
Checking out the game J.J. Barea is having. He has 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Bogdanovich dishes to Bargnani. Hardaway kicks to Bogdanovich. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got 3 assists now in this one.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And, Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Here's Hollis Jefferson, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and 1.
Brooklyn shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line, so that's a nice all-around effort.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Now here's Parsons. 14 points from him the last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And I thought the contribution he made by just generating contact, getting to the line was outstanding, guys. I mean, he picked up a lot of points at the stripe.
And the first half is now in the books. Nets lead by 11. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.